What's good, y'all? AJ here. Today we are reacting to Beyonce prepping Blue Ivy for superstardom, and Dani Leigh ruined her career. Megan got a new man, so let's see what's happening. Uh,
Things are going under for Dani Leigh's
Hold
career.
on.
Every time Dani Leigh tries to. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive Channel. It seems like things are going under for Dani Leigh's career. Every time Dani Leigh tries to make somewhat of a comeback, she always has a setback. Okay, now what happened? Well, Dani Leigh recently was arrested for driving while drunk. She had a DUI hit and run, and she actually fractured the victim's spine.
Girl, what are you doing? I don't. What are you doing?
Several witnesses saying that she was speeding at a high rate and she was swerving out of control, and she did strike somebody who was on a motorized scooter. Can you imagine? So she could be looking at some serious time, or at the very least, she could have to pay a hefty fine and get her driver's license revoked, and she would probably have to do some community service. But either way, she's going to have to face the repercussions for her actions,
Ain't
because
no medical bills.
she could have killed
Hit
somebody.
somebody.
And not only that, she did a hit and run. She hit and ran, and on top of that, she was under the influence. I mean, all of that is a crime. And she's very lucky things did not pan out worse than that, because she would have been in even more trouble. Either way, she's going to have to face the consequences for her actions, and the whole situation is just a bad look. I don't know what's going on with Dani Leigh, but her career hasn't been the same ever since the baby situation. I'm sure everyone remembers when the baby dogged her out and kicked her out of his apartment in the middle of the night and put her on blast for being a stalker and a side chick. I mean, it was just disrespectful the way he did her. And also, things haven't been the same for Dani Leigh since the Yellowbone controversy, where she made that colorist song taunting the baby's other baby mama, Mimi. I mean, things have not been the same for her career. Every time you look around, she's always taking an L. And it's unfortunate for Dani Leigh, because I do think
And you know why you're always taking an L? Because you're not focused on yourself. Like sometimes things are meant to play out as they're meant to play out, and you're always like, yeah, the baby did her dirty. Move on though. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Just all I can say is like focus on yourself. I don't know.
she has some decent music here and there, but her career hasn't been able to get back on track, and now she's dealing with this.
Or just make better music. Make better music. The only song I ever listened to her by her is with her and Chris Brown. Easy. That's the only song I know, and she was just that was a good song. That's the only song I know. But other than that, just create better music, and maybe people will actually listen to it.
DUI charge, and she's going to have to deal with some consequences from that. And it's unfortunate because she has a child, she's a whole mother. So, with her doing this, she's not only putting her freedom at risk, but she's also risking.
What about the person on a scooter? Their spine is messed up. Like that's something that you can't even come back from, bro. Like forget that. What about her? What about the person that she hit? Impressive. Huh? Like yeah, that's her. She decided to drive drunk. If she was thinking about her kids, she would not even be driving drunk because she put herself at risk too. Where she just ran into a tree, just ran right into a tree. You know. So people just gotta be accountable for the decisions they make. No matter who you are, you just gotta be accountable. And you hit somebody, which means you should be, she is being accounted for, but not celebrity accounted. You can't just pay off and then be free. You should make sure that person is right. Especially she tried to run too.
Being away from her daughter. So I think Dani Leigh needs to get it together, and hopefully she has learned a lesson from this. Do not drink while driving, and do not do a hit and run. Just drive safely. And I do wish the victim a speedy
You would
recovery.
think.
Now, moving on to the next topic, let's talk about Megan the Stallion. It's been reported that Megan has a new man, y'all. It's been rumored that she is dating the famous soccer player Romelu Lukaku. And excuse me if I'm not saying his name right. All the football fans, please don't come for me. But yeah, she has been spotted with Romelu at a wedding over the weekend. And of course, it did strike up a lot of talk. People were like, uh oh, Megan has moved on from her boyfriend party and she's now dating Romelu. Now, I don't know exactly what happened between her and Partisan. The last time I remember, he dedicated a whole poem to her, and that happened earlier this month. But it seems like they have quietly parted ways with each other.
Hmm.
You haven't seen them together in a minute. So I'm just going to assume that maybe they quietly broke up and Megan has moved on. And the secret is out that she now might be with Romelu. And I will say they look good together. I'm here for this couple as long as they're happy and as long as it's drama free. I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. And I also think it's good timing that these two were spotted together because the internet has been running with a lot of narratives, y'all. Some crazy narratives. A few days ago, Megan was spotted with Jay-Z at Beyonce's Renaissance concert, and people were noticing that Jay-Z and Megan were very friendly. And from the looks of it, it seemed like their interaction was innocent, but people were speculating that something more was going on. Jay-Z, unfortunately,
See, people always like to assume things, so they don't know what they talking about. People just like to just, oh, they together, they together. I see them together, they together.
has a
Like
track
this, he
record
had a
of
whole
cheating on
wife that's
Beyonce.
on
So
stage.
anytime they see him with another girl laughing and smiling, they automatically think, okay, he's cheating. So some of the comments were saying this. Tell me what's funnier than Jay-Z flirting with Megan at his wife's concert. Some other people said, they like bees in the trap. And they put a bed emoji. Another person said, out here cheating in 4K and locking people up. Now I know why Tori couldn't beat those allegations in court. Nah, it's
That
all
is
him because
wild.
she's clearly ecstatic to be there for Beyonce. Meg, like, hold up, you too touchy. Like, too friendly for me. The body language is given. We've been smashing. The bees ain't gonna like this. Megan Thee Stallion added again. She loved her some rappers. Don't let Solange see this. It will be another elevator fight. Jay-Z have no shame. Megan with the good hair, you better call Megan with the good hair. So they were referencing Beyonce's lyric from Sorry, where she was calling Jay-Z out for messing with Becky with the good hair, child. So you can see that the internet has been carried away with this idea that Jay-Z has his eyes on Megan and they might be messing around with each other. So I do think it's good timing that Megan showed up with her new boo because what that does is it shuts down those
Mm-hmm.
negative narratives. Now, I'm going to shift gears a little briefly since we're on the topic of Megan Thee Stallion. It's been reported that Megan is not releasing music anytime soon. So she did an interview with InStyle magazine and she actually revealed that fans can expect new music when I'm in a better place. Right now, I'm focused on healing. The music and entertainment industry can be a grind, so it's important to take time off and avoid burning out. Life is all about balance.
Very true. Very facts.
So that is very interesting. And I don't blame her for taking time away from the industry because there's a lot that comes with it. And I don't think Megan is really ready to come back out again, especially after that whole case with Tory Lanez. So I do think it is smart for her to lay low for a while. And yes, get some healing. She doesn't have to jump back into the music industry just yet. It's a lot of work and energy, and Megan has been working consistently ever since she made her debut. So I think she has a right to take a break. Also, I think another reason why she might be holding off on releasing music is because she's still going through her legal battle with her label, 1501 Certified Entertainment. She wants to get off of the label. She feels like the label has been taking money from her. So I think that
See, these labels be finessing all these artists. Like, if you don't read their contracts or whatever, you basically like your whatever, you can't do anything without going to them first, or your image and all this stuff. Like, that's why people be going on YouTube just putting their music out there, because you got no ties in saying what you can or can't do.
that plays a part in why she's not ready to release just yet. So, more than likely, she won't be releasing any music soon until her issues with her label gets resolved. Last but not least, I want to talk about Beyonce's Renaissance tour. Beyonce has a new guest on her tour who has been getting a lot of people talking, and that guest is her daughter, Blue Ivy.
She looks
Recently, Blue
exactly like
Ivy
her
has
mom.
joined Beyonce on her Renaissance tour, and she is now listed as a dancer on her tour. And her whole family is proud. Her father, Jay-Z, is proud. Her grandmother, Tina Lawson, said last night Blue Ivy performed in front of a huge audience. And yes, I'm a proud grandma.
She is 11 years old, and like y'all can read that, but that's very impressive. But that's what happens when you got like a very um head, somebody with a head on their shoulders that has confidence and got all like Beyonce, as your mom. Like,
I am truly amazed by the courage that this brave, talented, beautiful 11-year-old exhibited last night. There were almost 70,000 people in that audience. She danced with professional dancers, grown folks, and she did complicated choreography and moves that they rehearsed for months. She rehearsed and learned this in a little over a week. She was so smooth with it. She has such a smooth swag, reminds me of the great Aaliyah. So cool with it. She is the coolest, most confident 11-year-old I know. Beyonce was also very proud of her daughter. In fact, you can see a video where she is just beaming with pride as the audience chant her daughter's name. And she said this in her caption on Instagram: "My beautiful firstborn, I'm so proud and thankful to be your mama. You bring us so much joy, my sweet angel." So Blue is out here performing during her summer break, and I do think she did a good job considering that she learned this choreography in a week's time. And this is not exactly an easy choreography either. I mean, there is a lot of technique involved. So I do
hmm
think she did a good job considering all of that. But I will say Blue's debut on this tour is very strategic, and I think Beyonce has been trying to usher Blue Ivy into the spotlight, but she's not doing it in a way that's exploitative. She's definitely not forcing her out there, but it seems like Blue Ivy wants to perform, and Beyonce is kind of giving her a leeway to do that. And I could see Beyonce and Jay-Z eventually setting a path for her to be an entertainer. She's already won a Grammy, she's already performed with Beyonce before, and she seems to actually like it. In fact, I remember a video of behind the scenes footage during Beyonce's homecoming where Blue Ivy was singing, and she loved it. She said it felt good. So clearly, Blue Ivy wants to perform. She sees what her mother does and she wants to do the same thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next several years or maybe 10 years, Blue becomes a singer or she finds herself in the entertainment industry, because there is definitely a precedent being set for that. It seems like she will be Beyonce's successor. So we'll see. We'll see. I think the more Blue Ivy gets comfortable performing in front of audiences and the more she practices, I think she definitely can have a shot for sure. I mean, her parents are music royalty, so she definitely has a good head start. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and
Head
subscribe,
start.
and share this video if you can.
Beyonce is her mom, so yeah, she's good. Um, because it's not even about like being able to do it. It's all about your mentality in doing it. That confidence, that removing all that self doubt. That she don't even have self doubt. That doesn't even exist for her. Just because her mom implemented so much love and confidence into her daughter, and believing that she can do anything she set her mind to, and that's very great. And I like to see that. Um, but that's it for this video. Comment down below any videos that y'all would like me to see, as well as like, subscribe if you're new, and share this video to anybody that y'all think will laugh or like me to watch it. Whatever, whoever like reaction videos, you know. And that's pretty much it. So, deuces.